أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome everybody to today's class. Jazakumullah for arriving early and on time. I apologize for a bit delay in this class. There was a bit of technical issue, but we're going to start our class without any further delays. So we're going to start our today's class with the opening prayer, and I'm going to call a student on mic. So can I please have N6331?
Aslam,
N6331. Walaikum
Assalamualaikum.
assalam. Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Can you please read the opening prayer for me?
Yes. Rabbish rahli sadri wa yassir li amri.
And the translation as well for me, please.
Lord, accept my mind and make my task easy for me.
MashaAllah, very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation, and until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right. So in today's class, we're going to have a lot of announcements. I'll be making a lot of announcements today. So can you all please invite your parents to the computer so that they can make note of all the announcements? So as we are reaching the end of our course, we're going to have a concluding session at the end. At the end of our course, our head teacher will be present in the concluding session, and along with him, some other guest speakers will also be attending. Previously, in previous concluding sessions for previous courses, Imam Sahib from Baitul Futuh and Imam Sahib from Fazl Mosque have attended as guest speakers. So for that, we would like, if we would like recordings of students to send us so that we can consider them for Nazam and Tilawat. As in our concluding session, we are going to have Tilawat and Nazam. We're going to start with that. And the concluding session is going to be on Friday, 13th of December. So if you would like to be selected to do Tilawat and Nazam, we would like you to send us your recordings. So please send us your recordings on sorry, just bear with me for a moment. Yes, so we would like recorded submissions from students. So here are two nazms listed over here. So you can record either one of the nazms and send your recording to us. So the first one is Fazail Quran Majid. That is Jamal Husn Quran from Durasamin. You can record 4 to 5 ashar from that nazm, or you can do Quran Sabse Acha, and you can again recite and record 4 to 5 ashar from that nazm. And please send your recording to info@nqc.org.uk. This is the email address you need to send your submission to, info@nqc.org.uk. Please make sure when you are submitting or emailing your recordings, in the subject box, type G1 Nazm submission as your subject, type G1 Nazm submission as your subject, and in the email, please ensure you include your student name and your G1 ID that you use. And please use the email you have registered with us. So don't use any other email because we won't be able to recognize it. So send your recording to info@nqc.org.uk. You can record 4 to 5 ashar from this nazm, that is Jamal Husn Quran, or from Quran Sabse Acha Nazam. And you can send your recording to info@nqc.org.uk with the subject G1 Nazam submission and include your name and G1 ID. The deadline for the submission is Friday, 6th December by 9 p.m. If you want to be considered for the concluding session, to be considered for reciting Nazm at the concluding session, please send us your recording by 6th December, Friday, 9 p.m. Also, similarly, we're also going to have Tilawat as well in the concluding session. So if you want to be selected for Tilawat, again, please send us your recordings for Tilawat by Friday 6th December. Again, there are two choices you have got. You have to recite either Surah Al-Fatiha or Surah Al-Qasr. Record your recitations and send your recording to info@nqc.org.uk. Again, same email address, info@nqc.org.uk. And if you are sending your tilawat submission, please write in your subject box G1 tilawat submission, and please ensure that you include your student name and G1 ID in the email, and please send it to us by Friday 6th December by 9 p.m. Deadline is the same for both. If you're sending both, please make sure that you send them separately, one with the tilawat submission in the subject, and one for the Nazam submission in the subject. Include your name and G1 ID in both. Please make sure that you send it to us with the same email address that you have given to us. Third announcement to be made today is the parent-teacher consultation. So tomorrow, 3rd December, from 6:30 to 7 p.m, we are going to have a parent-teacher consultation, and in that we are going to randomly select few parents, few mothers from to give us feedback on our course. We're going to ask you about the duration, the pace, the content of the course, recordings, availability of resources, ideas for future courses so we can improve ourselves. We'll be randomly selecting few parents to tell us because of shortage of time, obviously. But we'll be happy if you're able to give us some ideas about how we can improve ourselves. If you're able to give us some feedback on our course, and if there's anything you would like to bring our attention towards so we can improve that, that would be really great. So remember, the parent-teacher consultation is tomorrow, Tuesday, 3rd December, from 6:30 to 7 p.m. It's within the course time. All right, so these were all the announcements that I needed to make. I will be making these announcements again at the end of the lesson. So if there's any student who did not call their parents to the computer, please make sure that you call them by the end of the lesson, because I will be again announcing all of these. Yes, I think this is, and also these announcements, the Nazam and the Tilawat announcements will be made throughout the week in every lesson. So we're going to start with our today's lesson now. The content of our today's lesson is going to be Quran reading. As you have started Quran reading, you did start Quran reading on Friday. You did Surah An-Nas. So we're going to continue now. We're going to do chapter 113 and 112, which is Surah Al-Falaq and Surah Al Ikhlas. And we're going to keep in mind all the rules while we're reciting these surahs. So we're going to move on to chapter 113, which is Surah Al-Falaq. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to recite the surah first, one time, and then I'm going to call a student on mic to follow after me, and so that we can practice it as much as possible. All right, so I'm going to start reciting it, and I would like all of you to follow after me at home, so that as you follow, you'll get more fluent with it. So, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. All right. So I'm going to call a student on mic now to help me with the recitation of it again. So I'm going to call A5324. A5324, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. So we're going to start with the recitation of this chapter of Surah Al-Falaq. All right. So I'm going to read it once and I would like you to follow after me, okay?
Okay.
So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل أعوذ
قل أعوذ
برب
برب
الفلق.
الفلق.
Okay, so over here, as we can see, that this is letter Qaf, and as we have read this qaida over here, or this rule, this lesson, there are 5 letters that need to be jerked when they carry a sukoon, which is letter Qaf, letter Ta, letter Ba, letter Jim, and letter Dal. 5 letters that you have to produce a jerking sound when they carry a sukoon on top of it. So over here, as we can see, so that we're going to find a lot of these letters over here in this surah, in this chapter. So over here, as we can see, that there is qaf and there is kasra below it, but we have done the rules of waqf. So when we are pausing or we're stopping over here, we ignore the kasra and we imagine if there is a sukoon present on top of the letter. So that means that letter qaf will have a sukoon in the case when we are stopping over here. And when there is letter qaf with a sukoon, we produce a jerking sound. So when we're pausing over here, we're going to produce a jerking sound. Al-falaq.
الفلق.
Q.
ق.
Try and produce that jerking sound. Falaq.
فلق.
Yes. قل أعوذ
قل أعوذ
برب
برب
الفلق
الفلق.
من شر
من شر
ما
ما
خلق.
خلق. خلق.
Just don't give a sound of qaf with a as if there's a fatha. Just take it as if there's sukoon and you're pausing. For example, over here, when we have this example, so we're going to produce a little bit of jerking sound. Zuq. Zuq.
زق.
Good. So exactly what you're going to do over here. Khalaq.
خلق.
Yes, just give a bit of jerking sound. Khalaq.
خلق.
Good. وَمِن شَرِّ
ومن شر
غاسق
غاسق
إذا
إذا
وقب.
وقب.
Again, ba is another letter over here that we know that if it has a sukoon on top of it, we need to produce a jerking sound. For in this example, we'll read it as farghab. So in this chapter, we have waqab.
وقب.
Waqab.
وقب.
Good. وَمِن شَرٍ
ومن شر
شَرٍ النَّفَّاثَاتِ
شر النفاثات.
Naffa. Remember, there is a shadda present on fa as well. Naffathati
نفاثات
fil uqad.
في العقد.
وَمِن شَرِّ
ومن شر
حاسد
حاسد
إذا حسد.
إذا حسد.
Yes, remember, letter dal. Again, a letter that if it carries a sukoon, we need to produce a jerking sound. All right, Jazakumullah for your help and participation, and until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right, so I'm going to call another student on mic to help me with it. N6358. Assalamu alaikum. N6358. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. All right, so we're going to again do the recitation of the same chapter. So please say your 1,000 tasniyah.
Okay, teacher,
Yeah?
could I read on my own? Because I'm on the
Yes, of
Quran
course.
already.
Of course.
Okay, thank you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
Good. Just a second. Just remember letter ra is a thick letter, heavy letter, so produce a thick sound. برب
برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا
وقب
وقب ومن شر
شر
النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Mashallah. Very well read. Very well read, mashallah. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. All right, so I'm going to call another student on mic. A5303. Assalamu alaikum. A5303. Assalamu alaikum. A5303, are you there? All right, there seems to be something wrong with it, so I'm going to call someone else on mic. So can I have A5334? A5334, Assalamu alaikum. A5334, Assalamu alaikum. All right, they're not responding as well, so I'm going to call someone else. N6318 N6318, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, alhamdulillah, jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to again do the same chapter, which is Surah Al-Falaq. So please say your 1,000 tasniyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good, well done. I'm going to recite it and I would like you to follow after me. And everybody at home, please follow as well. So as much as you follow, the more you practice, the more fluent you'll get with it. So we're going to start now. قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
أعوذ.
أعوذ.
Remember, this is Waw Sakin is a madda letter, and before that there's a dhamma. So we're going to prolong the sound for 2 seconds. قل أعوذ.
قل أعوذ
برب الفلق.
برب الفلق.
من شر ما خلق.
من شر ما خلق.
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب.
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب.
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد.
ومن شر النفاثات.
شر. Remember, noon shadda is present over here. We prolong the sound for 2 seconds. We hold the gunna sound for 2 seconds. شر.
شر
نفاثات.
نفاثات.
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد.
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد.
ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
فمن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Well done. Mashallah, very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. All right, so I'm going to call another student on mic A5314. Assalamu alaikum. A5314, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. All right, so we're going to start again with the recitation. Please say your thous and tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل أعوذ
قل أعوذ
برب الفلق
برب الفلق
من شر ما خلق
من شر ما خلق
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب.
Remember, ba again a qalqala letter. When you're pausing, you're going to ignore the fatha and take it as if there's sukoon. And ba with sukoon, whenever it's present, we produce a jerking sound. Waqab. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ
ومن شر
Just remember, over here we have noon shadda.
شر
Sharrin. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ
ومن شر النفاثات.
Alright, so let's break it into two. So over here we're joining sharri with nafathati. So over here when we're joining ra with noon shadda, we know that ever we have noon shadda, we hold down the noon hunna sound for 2 seconds. Sharrin. And then we're joining noon shadda to fa, that also has a shadda, fam shadda, and it also has a vertical fatha on top of it. That also means 2 seconds. After that, there's letter sa with a vertical fatha. That also means prolonging the sound for 2 seconds. Sharrin nafasati. Naffa. Sati. Sharrin nafasati. Alright, don't prolong the na sound because there's no alif after noon. So we're not going to prolong the na sound. Remember, when we have a simple fatha on top of a letter, we just produce 1 second sound. Noon that has a fatha, we will pronounce it as na, not na. So, sharrin nafasati. Naf, not naf. Say naf. Sharrin naf.
Nafasati.
Good. Sharrin nafasati.
Sharrin nafasati.
Sharrin
nafasati.
Sharrin nafasati.
Sharrin nafasati.
Good. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ
ومن شر النفاثات
في العقد ومن شر
ومن شر
حاسد
حاسد
إذا حسد.
إذا حسد.
Good, well done. Mashallah, very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Office.
Allah Hafiz. Alright, so I'm going to call again A5303. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Alhamdulillah. So again, we're going to do the same chapter, Surah Al-Falaq. So please say your 1000 tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Would you like to have a go at reading it yourself, or would you like to follow after me?
I would like to have a go with myself.
Alright, that's good.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاسات في العقد.
Just try reading this one more time.
ومن شر النفاسات.
Now, fa, remember there's a vertical fatha on fa as well.
Right. ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
MashaAllah, very well read, very nice recitation. I would just like to point out a few things that remember that all the lessons you have done, keep them in mind when you are doing the recitation of the Holy Quran. So there are a few thick and heavy letters you need to keep in mind when you are doing the recitation. For example, we have letter Ra over here. So when you're reading Ra, keep the sound thick. Similarly, over here we have letter Kha with a fatha, Khalaqa. Keep that in mind. Again, Ghasiqin. Again, Ghain, a thick letter. Waqab, Qaf, a thick letter. And again over here we have vertical fatha on fa as well as on tha. So we're going to prolong the sound for 2 seconds for each one of them. Other than that, really nice recitation, mashallah. Well done. And jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, Khudafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Alright, so I'm going to call now A5360. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. So we're going to do the same chapter one more time. So would you like to go have a go at reading it yourself or follow after me?
Follow after you.
All right, that's fine. So please say your 1000 tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
قل أعوذ رب الفلق
برب الفلق.
برب الفلق
من شر ما خلق.
ما شر क्या
من شر
من شر
ما خلق.
ما خلق
ومن شر
ومن شر
غاسق
غاسق
إذا وقب.
إذا
وقب.
وقب
إذا
إذا
وقب.
وقب
ومن شر النفاثات.
ومن شر
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 Naffasati.
Nafasati.
Sharrin naffasati.
Sharin nafasati.
Fil uqad.
Fil uqad.
Wa min sharri.
Mirshali.
Wa min sharri.
Wa mirshari.
Hasidin.
Hasidin.
Iza hasad.
Ida hasad.
All right. Well done. And Jazakumullah for your
I
help
have a
and
question.
participation. Yes.
Will we doing this lesson in the winter holidays as well?
So are you talking about the Christmas holidays?
Yeah, will we be doing
So
the Quran session?
we're having a concluding session on Friday the 13th. That means that Friday 13th December is your last lesson.
Oh,
So it's in 2 weeks' time.
okay.
So no, you're not going to be carrying it in your holidays.
Okay.
All right. All right. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
All right. So I'm going to call another student on mic, and that is going to be N6327.
Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum.
alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. All right. We're going to do it one last time. So would you like to have a go at yourself or after me?
After you, please.
All right. That's fine. So please say 1,000 tasniya.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
قل أعوذ برب قل
All right. Let's break it into a few parts. قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
برب الفلق
Good. من شر
من شر
ما
ما
خلق.
خلق
ومن شر
ومن شر
غاسق
غاسق
إذا وقب.
إذا وقب
ومن شر النفاثات.
شر
النفاثات.
نفاسات
شر النفاثات
نفاسات
في العقد. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. Well done, mashallah. Very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. All right. So this is chapter 113, Surah Al-Falaq. We're now going to move on to the next chapter, which is 112, Surah Al Ikhlas. You must all know this surah by heart, but we're going to read it as if you're going to recite it properly. And when we are reciting the Holy Quran, keeping in mind all the rules and all the lessons that we have done so far, all the new rules that we have learned, we're going to keep each of them in mind, and we're going to recite it properly now. So I'm going to read it once before I ask any of you to come on mic and read it for me. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Alright, so I'm going to call a student on mic to help me with the recitation. So I'm going to call N6324. N6324, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam, how are you?
Fine.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. So we're going to start with the recitation of this surah now. So please say your thousand tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل هو الله
قل هو الله
أحد
أحد
أحد.
أحد.
Good. Again, remember, we've done the qalqala rule. 5 letters, which if they carry a sukoon, need to be given a jerking sound. So over here we have dal with dammaten, but when we are pausing or stopping, we remove the dammaten and instead take it as if there's a sukoon is present on top of dal. So if there's sukoon present on dal, we produce a jerking sound. Ahad.
أحد
Ahad.
أحد.
Good. Allahu Samad.
الله الصمد
Samad.
صمد
Lam yalid
لم يلد
wa lam yulad.
ولم يولد
Yulad.
يولد.
Remember, waw is a mother letter and there is dhamma present before that. We're going to prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Yulad.
يولد
Wa lam yakul lahu
ولم يكن له
kufuwan ahad.
كفوا أحد.
Good. MashaAllah. Very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. Alright, so I'm going to call another student on mic. N6348. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. So would you like to have a go at reading it yourself or after me?
After you, please.
That's fine. So please say your thousand tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله أحد.
Yes, good. Remember vertical fatha on top of lam. هو الله أحد.
والله أحد.
الله الصمد.
الله الصمد.
لم يلد
لم يلد
ولم يولد
ولم يولد
ولم يكن له.
ولم يكن له.
Remember, over here we're going to join kaf with lam mushaddad. We're going to ignore the noon sakin in between. Kulla.
كل.
Yes, we have done this rule before and we're going to ignore the noon and we're not going to produce any noon sound. Yakullahu
يكن له
kufuwan ahad.
كفوا أحد.
Well done, mashallah. Very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
الحافظ.
Allah Hafiz. Alright, so I'm going to call another student on mic N6332. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to carry on with the recitation of the same chapter. So would you like to have a go at reading it yourself or after me?
I know this dua by heart, so can I do it on my own?
That's fine, but just make sure, I know that you know it by heart, but just make sure that you do follow all the rules that you have learned throughout the course.
Yeah.
All right.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله.
Wallahu. Remember vertical fatha, 2 seconds rule.
Okay. قل والله
Qul huwa.
قل هو الله أحد
Ahad.
أحد.
Remember, dal is a qalqala letter. When you have dal with the sukoon, you produce a jerking sound. Ahad.
Yeah.
Just take it slow, don't rush.
Okay. قل هو الله أحد.
Ahad.
Yes. قل هو الله أحد الله صمد
Samad.
صمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن
Yakullahu.
Okay.
Remember, we're joining kaf with the dhamma to lam mushaddad. Kulla.
ولم يلد
Over here. Walam yakulla.
ولم يكن له
Hu. Kufuwan ahad.
كفوا أحد.
All right, mashallah, very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Okay. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. So, going to call in the student mic N6333. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do the same recitation again. All right, so just bear with me for a moment. I'll just unmute again within a second, okay?
Okay.
All right, yes. N6333. Assalamu alaikum.
Teacher,
Yes, I'm
can
sorry
I
about
do it by myself?
Yes, of course.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد
Ahad.
أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له
Yakul. Remember fatha.
يكن له كفوا أحد
Walam yakul lahu.
ولم يكن له
Walam
ولم
yakul lahu.
يكن له
Kufuwan
كفوا
ahad.
أحد.
MashaAllah. Very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
جزاك الله.
No problem. Allah Hafiz.
الله حافظ.
All right, so I'm going to call another student on mic, and it might be 85307. 85307. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. So that's good. So do you want to have a go at reading the chapter yourself or after me?
I want to do it by myself.
All right, that's good.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان
Billahi.
الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو أحد
قل هو الله.
قل هو الله
قل.
قل
Remember, there's a sukoon, there's no dhamma, so it's not kullu, it's qul.
قل
هو الله.
هو
هو الله.
هو الله
أحد.
أحد
الله
الله
الصمد.
الصمد
لم يلد
لم يلد
ولم يولد.
ولم يولد
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 ولم يكن له
ولم يكن له
كفوا
كفوا
أحد.
أحد.
All right. MashaAllah. Very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right. So I'm going to call now A5310. A5310. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to do it one more time. Would you like to have a go at reading it yourself or after me?
I'll read it by myself.
All right.
Bismillah.
A'udhu billahi.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن
Ya.
له
Remember fatha on ya. Ya kulla.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Lahu. There is vertical dhamma on present on ha. Walam yakullahu.
ولم يكن له
Yeah.
كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah. Very well read. Good. Very nice recitation. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. All right. So I'm going to call one last student, or maybe second last. A5313. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are
Alhamdulillah.
you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. All right. So, would you like to have a go at reading it yourself or after me?
Can I have a go?
Yes, sure, of course.
قل
أعوذ
أعوذ
بالله
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو قل هو قل هو
قل هو الله.
قل هو الله
قل
قل
هو الله
هو الله
أحد
أحد
الله الصمد
الله الصمد
لم يلد
لم يلد
ولم يولد
ولم يولد
ولم يكن له
ولم يكن له
Kufuwan
Kufuwan Ahad.
ahad. Well done. Ashla, very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum assalam. All right. So these are the two chapters that we have revised today, practiced today. That is chapter 113 and 114. 112 and 113. Chapter 113 is Surah Al-Falaq and chapter 112 is Surah Al Ikhlas. So I would again like to announce that everybody, please call your parents to the computer. I'm going to make all the announcement that I made in the beginning of the lesson again. So just make sure that your parents are there so that they can listen to the announcement and make note of it. So before I do make the announcements again, I'm going to give you your homework. So your homework for today is again the same chapters that we have done. Recite and practice chapter 113, which is Surah Al-Falaq, the one we did today, and chapter 114, Surah Ikhlas, that we've also done today. Pay attention to pronunciation, especially timing of all strokes, timing of madda and qalqala. Remember, there are a lot of maddas present over here. For example, gha, sikin, or a'uzu. Just remember, prolong them for 2 seconds. And then there are these qalqala letters, ba, dal, qaf. Remember, you need to give a jerking sound when you have these with the sukoon. And then remember the timing for all of that. 2 seconds for vertical fathas, 2 seconds for madda strokes. So just remember that, and remember the pronunciation. Remember which letters are heavy and thick letters. So when you are practicing it, try and practice in a proper way. Remember, keep in mind all the rules, all the lessons you have done, so that you can get more fluent with all of them. Keep each lesson in mind. So when you practice, the more you practice, the more fluent you'll get, and then you'll learn all of those by heart. So this is your homework, chapter 113 and 112. You can find them in the simple Arabic Quran. If not, in your Holy Quran, these are the last, second last surah is Surah Al-Falaq, and one before that is Surah Al Ikhlas. If not, if you don't have a hard copy of the Holy Quran, you can go to alislam.org.uk to Holy Quran, simple Arabic, and you can click on chapter 113, 112, or 114, which you did on Friday, which is Surah Nas. So this is your homework. Do the same 2 surahs that we have done today and practice them, keeping in mind all the rules that you've learned so far. So I'm going to go back to making the announcements. So again, we're having a concluding session on Friday, 13th December 2019, which is going to be our last lesson, inshallah. So we're going to have a concluding session, and we're going to have Hafiz Saab in that session, and along with him, we're going to have some guest speakers. Previously, Imam Masjid Fazl Imam Saab and Betafutu Imam Saab has been there present in the concluding session as guest speakers. So I'm not sure at the moment who's going to be this year, but we have had such great personalities in our concluding sessions previously. So we're going to have Nazam and Tilawat in our concluding session, and if you would like to be selected to do Tilawat and Nazam in front of them, like online, so that they can listen to your Tilawat and Nazam, and if you would like to take part and be selected for that, all you have to do is send your recording to us. So for Nazam, please send us your recording of Nazam Jamalu Husle Quran, Fazail Quran Majid, 4 to 5 ashar, or Quran Sabse Acha. So 2 Nazams, Jamalu Husne Quran or Quran Sabse Acha. Record 4 to 5 ashar for either one of the 2 Nazams and send your recording to info@nqc.org.uk. Please write G1 Nazam submission in your subject box, and in your email, please include your student name and G1 ID. Please include your student name and G1 ID, and also send your recordings with the same email address that you have sent us, so that we can recognize your email addresses. Also, please, the deadline is Friday, 6th December by 9 p.m. Similarly, for Tilawat competition, if you want to be selected for Tilawat in the concluding session, again, the concluding session is on Friday 13th. Please send us your recording of Surah Al-Fatiha or Surah Al-Qasr. and send your recording to info@nqc.org.uk. This time in the subject box, type G1 Tilawat submission. For Nazm, type G1 Nazm submission. For Tilawat, type G1 Tilawat submission. Enter your, please write your student name, G1 ID, and send it to us by 6 December 9 p.m. We're going to make the Nazm and the Tilawat announcement every day this week. So if your parents are not available today, or if they're not present to the computer today, please make sure that they listen to the announcement within the coming next few days. One more announcement. There's a parent-teacher consultation tomorrow, 3rd December, between 6:30 to 7 p.m. It's within the lesson time, and we're going to randomly select a few parents to give us feedback about our course, about everything, the duration, pace, content, quality, or ideas, and give us ideas for our future courses, or bring something to it. If there's anything else you would wish to bring to our attention so that we can improve our courses for future, that would be great. So again, parent-teacher consultation tomorrow, 6:30 to 7 p.m. Please make sure that your parents are present over there for that. One last announcement before we end our lesson is the Hifz learning recitals. So National Talimul-Quran and Waqf-e-Azi UK department have produced series of teaching aid recitals of last 10 chapters of part 30. So the National Talimul-Quran and Waqf-e-Azi department have created videos of recitals of the last 10 chapters or last 10 surahs from the part 30. So if you want to listen to them to practice, you can go on this particular website. So if you copy and paste it on your Google Chrome, or if you go on it, so this is the page that will open. This is your Hifz recital page, and over here you can find different videos of the last 10 chapters. You can listen to these videos and you can practice your recitation with them. You can listen to them as much as you want, and you can practice your recitation as much as you want to get better. All right, so these were all the announcements that I have had to make. So we're going to end our today's lesson with the ending prayer now. So I'm going to call a student on mic, A5326. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Good, alhamdulillah. So can you please read the ending prayer for me, please?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
Good, well done. And the translation as well, please?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran, and make it for me the leader, the light, and the guidance and the mercy.
MashaAllah, very well read. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right, Jazakumullah everyone for attending today's class. I hope that you did learn something, and I hope that you've made a note of all the announcements. So we're going to have our next class tomorrow. Inshallah, we'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, Allah Hafiz. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.